Here to Peace 104.3 FM. Jumedia Peace FM ya 2 din working time. Ana Kofi kum edru meswa mede besomo. Na mede Jumedia ya Peace FM ya 2 din working time. Mede somo free sisi ya dia kwa kopem prem tobre. Ebusunya tisania be na wotwi mienu entem ne yeguso ye bodero no. Tego Sisters are celebrating 40 years in music and 10 years in philanthropic work. Inti nyameya adomo ya wada ebe nena watchi eye on the 5th of October. There will be a dinner and the official launch of the Tego Sisters Twins and Children Foundation at the Under Bridge ewo East Legon. Jumedie ye papa Mampini, His Excellency Nana Adodankwe Kufuado, and then Hukafo, the First Lady, Her Excellency Mrs. Rebecca Kufuado, and a womode, Enuminyam Beba Beta Jumedienichi. And only a Thursday, 5th October, Ewo Underbridge, East Legon. Then come Sunday, 15th of October, at the Accra International Conference Center, the Tego Sisters will celebrate their 40th anniversary in music with a Gospel Explosion concert. Sa concert no dress code no ebeye white with a touch of ruby red. Jumedie no anyuntufo bebre beba sie Meregansa, Ophelia Nyantechi, Daughters of Glorious Jesus. Anyuntufo bebre tickets no eye VVIP 300, Premium your 200, regular 100, table for 8, ebeko 4,000. Open tickets no anapese o reserve table open tickets and also person reserve table just bo star 899 star 400 hash. That is star 899 star 400 hash. No na wudem. Oh, on no kwafo. Ene ye brada nyame eya adomo a memene da ebe ye bie ayaresabia fufuro bi e wo La Paz empotem ho hospital ne din e de St. Michael's Specialist Hospital. Sisi amene wo kase ya start ya ye hwe ayarefo, but then officially no memene da ebe eye 30th September ena omampeni His Excellency the President Nana Adodankwe Kufuado ebekweko bie ayaresabia nano. Na meno metie ye say curiosity killed the cat. Metie say yes hospital bi no mampeni bebia no. Na me say na hospital ben pa na ye bebia no a. This o mampeni ankasa ba enti mpese me kohwe. Lo and behold, me ko hu hospital no, me hu dwiri me papa. Chese a complete 5-star hotel near the hospital. Complete 5-star hotel near the hospital. Can you imagine hospital consultation rooms? Consultation rooms in Kwa 30. Patients ward and as a patients rooms 100. Theater, equipment, pharmacy and no de yenka ho asem. Senior hu betumi aba wo mfaso se wutie mi anape ne se ebia o wa manone. O papa, o mami ewo Ghana ha neni efi. Omo ewo special package bia you can just sign on. Eno de se o mami anape bia obeko ho se weekend bia obeko akoda ho se yenhwe nu. The very moment you sign on, eno ano no saa so na wo yere ofa yefunu a just sign on. Omo antenatal package. Wo sign on a ye hwe no akusi time obewo ene ne chire. Saa so na we yedwumewura. Obetumi assign ye wo corporate health package. Wo de baby a wo bi a wutie saa enkaiboi. Fre saa number we. Nebisa say St. Michael's Specialist Hospital. Package ben no mo wa ebetumi aboa wankasa e de fa wa wofo we busua we dwuma we yeri a wafa yefunu. Wo mo number eye 030 275 7410. Amanoni baby will be just frame 030 275 7410. O amanoni o mami ana papa neni efi wo de jawa wo fo no fama sa ya resabia yi woni wo how be biom yeah St. Michael's Specialist Hospital is the hospital of the future today. Okay, now, those of us celebrating our birthdays today. Hey, yemo yeni efi kakra no kai se na series bi by The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Does it ring a bell? The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Yeah, actor no, David McCollum. He's passed on. He's passed on at the age of 90 yesterday at New York Presbyterian Hospital, just a week after his 90th birthday. Remember that series, The Man from U.N.C.L.E.? Well, what can it be? Okay, and then Yenya Bema Bakun. Ono oye juma wo DSTV, but oni ye wo Despite Media to send ye wo ye juma wo ha. And then a teacher, your friend teacher of DSTV, and then a na woda. Hey, ono kura mpese ye bebo ni age you. Teacher, inche o age ono ka worry. Iti and then from all of us here at Despite Media, we say happy birthday to you, teacher of DSTV, and then your producer baako tycoon producer pa ne din de Ike Kwame Owusu, or your producer at the OKFM morning show and I was saying Peace FM online into Ike and I pay yingina ye we show happy birthday Endra menua ba Mavis Dakwa na we say o papa Mr. Edward J. Dakwa owo Pukwase na woda inti anapei Mr. Edward J. Dakwa owo Pukwase mejina obaba Mavis anemu Nama we show happy birthday. So from Mavis Dakwa to you, Mr. Edward J. Dakwa of Pukwase. The next one says happy birthday to Vanessa Ofusu Denchi of Process and Plant Automation Spintex. Vanessa Ofusu Denchi of Process and Plant Automation Spintex, from your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ofusu Denchi. It's your 10th birthday today, Patrick Edu Ansa. Happy 10th birthday to you, Patrick Edu Ansa, from your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Edu Ansa. My VIP request back is from the presidency. This one says happy birthday to you, Nelson Ewuku Mensa, aka Rappy. We are videographer at the presidency. From, of course, Beposo Hima Nana Intri, from Nana, from Mark Obeng Boateng, Sami Kweku, and the whole clan. We say happy birthday to you, Nelson Ewuku Mensa, aka Rappy, videographer at the presidency. The next one says happy birthday to Janet Aduma and Juliet Aduma, and ne mumi nyina mawoda inti Janet and Juliet Aduma mowo Mokola number 2 market. Happy birthday to you from Ejawusu of Peace Village, Amasaman Obeye. There's one here that says happy birthday to Opening Is it Opening Victoria? Namo ke neba. Eri mi tibi the Opening Victoria. Orlando. Wow. There's something wrong somewhere. I think I request me person be once I know. There's one here say Sana Meka in the day. You say happy birthday to Opening Victoria, Orlando CPC Vice Chairman of Holy Trinity Catholic Church, Sapeman. From Reverend Father Michael Owusu Furi and all members of the CPC. But I think there's definitely something wrong somewhere. The final one says happy birthday to Anita Fusua Amponsa, CEO of Annie's Place, Abeka, from Elizabeth NG. All right. So from Elizabeth NG, we say happy birthday to you, Anita Fusua Amponsa, CEO of Annie's Place, Abeka. And I pay Mrs. Georgina Bwedi at Wawabwasam Enterprise, Nima. Chia woni wejuma yefungina. 104.3 FM Suni. Ebusia sa afei na wedi we fidie na to ha yeda ase nyame nhyira o. Sa wo drive na yehudo nti wedi we fidie na to ha empire amebo ama wo ne sa Nyankopɔn fa won kodu bebia wo kobia asomdwe mu na wo koduru so a anamon bia obetu no enwie nkunimdie ma wo ewo Yesu din mu nti amen. 26 minutes to the top of the hour, 26 minutes to 12. Peace 104.3 FM near bebia yedru no. I'd like to acknowledge my sponsors na afei me de anapay message me dia bro se me da yaboafo asia me pacho ejebu ejebedru na wotwe ene efa eko na wotwe mienu entemu ni ene ebode roa se high sense ye beye adoye yeyi yade tonde baako ye air conditioners no ena yede beye adoye in a package ya tudin high sense air conditioner promo. High sense air conditioner promo ye share mobo se ene ena ye hyase ye de wose aye woyo inti ene anape ya manuguso amene wo ekasei ene 26th September high sense air conditioner promo no ya hyase na ebetuemu a de kwakusi memeneda inti maami a wutie me papa a wutie me minu ya bema alosman bi a wabo target asanka wunya air conditioner bi a wodbebo wo ghetto. This is the golden opportunity. Ubetumenya brand new air condition. Nebo fufo. Water so ubenya 5 years manufacturer defect warranty. Now one advantage a work sawunya high sense air conditioner ne se enkanka se wufie no eben poano. Se wufie ben poano a enchene ewo mframa no mu nti bibia raste. High sense air conditioners and will be a project ewo epoano no oto ana oyusu ada na nkrofo mo wo epoano o mo use high sense air conditioners near woman name ye units no it's fitted with gold plated fins and high quality copper pipes. What you see into no epon frama any enchine no into me emma no enwe na achi. High sense air conditioners say so na wugina ho a enye dede entwe nyina mahoden also high sense air conditioner nyina mahoden atwe no it is a ceiling fan pepepe nti woni how me pacho enne ana pay me no ka say ya start your promotion no. The next sponsor of course MTN everywhere you go. Imagine getting rewarded for doing something you already do every single day. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's exactly what Momo season is all about. There is something for everyone. Go ahead and download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store and use Momo Pay for your day-to-day transactions to a merchant, either through the QR code or merchant ID, and stand a chance of winning 1,000 Ghana cedis weekly and other amazing prizes. Our merchants are also not left out of the reward. Receive payments and win. Keep using the Momo Pay on your Momo app and get rewarded. There are lots of exciting prizes for everyone. So what are you doing today? Transact more with Momo Pay. Earn more points and win big this season. It's Momo season, so just Momo it with Momo Pay. MTN everywhere you go. And of course, Best Point Savings and Loans. Best Point Savings and Loans, we say your dream is our business. Ebusia aka sima edunumienu na prematu. Baby ayedru no ejumaku ya yada o mwasi ado aroma. I want to share a short message with you, and the title of my message should get your attention. The title of my message this morning is When God Loses a Battle. Senyankopon odi nkukuo ewo okumwa. Me straight away no se wunni me se me yobia twerɛsɛm no yɛde adom na kyɛ me mfa nhoahoa me ho twerɛsɛm ɛyɛ adom kɛkɛ ne yɛde akyɛ me wotaa tie mi a So don't, enjimanu nsibone. But the title of the message is When God Loses a Battle. Kofi, are you sure of what you are saying? When God loses a battle? Yes, I mean it. When God loses a battle. That is the title of my message. I just want to get your attention. That's why I gave it this title. My foundation scripture this morning is Psalm 24, verse 8, where scripture says, "Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle." Beloved, I'm walking in a new revelation and I want to share it with you. Yeah, the Lord has brought me to walk in a new revelation and I want to share it with you this morning. You see, let me make this confession. For quite a long while in past times, I usually said the Lord of hosts never loses a battle. I was the opinion that God never lost a battle. Embre a ebetwemukọ efiri se onyankopon efreme edeba na dom kanea mu no. Na me Kofi, me ye confession, na me Kofi me dem se yesum awurade bi a wono no onko eko endi nkukuo. Na me dem se ye nyankopon a yesum no no onko eko endi nkukuo. But quite recently, the Lord corrected me when he brought me into his presence and said, "My son, I can lose a battle to win a war. I never lose a war." The revelation that I want you to come with me that we walk in it is that sometimes in life, in the wisdom of God, you need to lose a battle in order to win a war. Okay, Kofi, break it down. What is the difference between a war and a battle? A war consists of many battles, and it may take months to years, and many people die. However, a battle has fewer combatants and equipments, and it's shorter than a war. So, in summary, a battle is a specific fight in a war. So war is comprised of many battles. Yawo battle and yawo war. Battle eye eku bia ebi wo ho a entokwa bia ehya ase anapa ebedu animbre no na adwo. Ena yawo entokwa bi so wo ho a eja tumi ku eja ne nku nwie oba ebeba aba beso entokwa ne so. War ena ekoso ewo your friend is saying Ukraine ebi aka ye kra wo Ghana ha no. Ukraine tokwa na nya ade aye ko ebi edure nimbre na bosumi ne so a na esi da bi etumi ko ntokwa na na ejai bosumi ba ko ne abeso so. Battle de ye ko ya adwo ya na adwo. The expression that someone has lost the battle but won the war means that although the person was defeated in a small conflict, he or she won the larger one. Now, listen to me carefully. It is not sensible to win an argument with your boss and lose your job. And I say, Ambrose Washman Amba. I want a short clip of this one fan to Facebook, but I'm sure you're doing the listening, you're enjoying it live. She nyanse biye nim se woni wodwumewura ebenya anobabaye wehu na wetumi akire wodwumewura se ne awoka no sebe wasam yede. Okay, when wodwumewura edwumewura woni na nya anobabaye wakire edwumewura se wo wasam yede. Okay, sa anobabaye ne de wedi nkunim se wasam yede. Nso bosum ne ko ewiye no wo boss se kotena fie. It is not sensible to win an argument with your boss and lose your job. Adie ba ko a ede awarija yeba. Emema samu tiemia. It is not wise. It is not sensible to win an argument with your wife and lose your marriage. That is the number one cause of divorce. You see, God, according to his divine wisdom, when it pleases the Lord, he can choose to lose a battle in order to win a war. He can give up a battle, but the Lord has never lost a war. We need to tap into this divine wisdom and apply its principle in our lives. It's all about looking at the bigger picture. You will gain more from winning a war than from winning a battle. And you will lose more from losing a war than losing a battle. In life, it never ceases to amaze me. Some people are not ready to lose any battle. And as a result, they lose the war that is more crucial. Yamfane say omo ko ensempa evangelism. Oko ka asema kire, oko ka nyamesema kire obi. Na nyamesema na wakọ nchen so oko preach Christ a kire no na ebia argument bi aba. You see, you can win the argument, which is the battle, and then you lose the soul, that is the war. Obi oko ka nyamesema a kire no a obetumi ne okura nya argument bi afa ho say na we oba na wo share trousers. Wo de agya no no want to me win argument and say oba de nka ni say wo share trousers. Wo say oh be man na wa kan asem o. Into no win argument na wi a, then you win the soul. Wetumi agye ne kra no. So sometimes you just need to lose a battle so that you can win the war. As I said earlier on, it makes sense to lose an argument and keep your job. Yemu bebre ya yedaso ade chana pa yenya obi adwuma koya yensa koya no. This is one of our secrets. It makes sense to lose an argument with your boss so that you will keep your job. Lose an argument and win a contract. Obi o hawa konenim. O ko manam contract. O ko ye anobaba ye biaba. Yedin na nipa kro no de on winning argument no owia on sign contract no na ko ofie kosan kwadewa. Women, ema no wahi ema muntie me. Women sometimes submit, lose the fight and keep your husband. Ento kopi wo ha woni wukunu ko a wo betumi edi nkunim wo evidence say bema no say na wakoye. Wo de sebe bumi kwase na menye yie ma bema no enwini argument no. Na with the bema no one hwere no bema no amfa bufuo emfiri efie. You see, when you observe that God is seemingly losing a battle or battles, then it is because there is a bigger war that he wants to win. Say woni nyame nam wahye obo mpaye wo kyekom nso nyankopon etumi ma wodi nkukuo ewo enuome bi mu a abribia wana nyame nam wodi nkukuo wo bebi a na kire se entokwa kese bi wo ho a nyankopon bema wodi nkukuo ewo enuoma nkitinkiti bi mu se ne be ya kese no won sabeka mame ma ofa ton ba ko na me fa me message nensi. For instance, in the midst of the intense persecution of the early church, God allowed his beloved Stephen to be martyred. Why did God allow that? It is because he wanted to win the war of saving the ringleader of Stephen's murderers, that was Saul. Nyankopon ma Stephen yekum no kwa. Nso na enye kwa. Esanse na Nyankopon pese omo kum Stevens no sa gangare efo no omo peni pa Saul no. Through Saul, God planned to convert whole cities and virtually turn the world upside down, and he succeeded. When you read Acts chapter 17 verse 16, you see at the end it became a double gain for the Lord. First of all, Stephen had a triumphant entry into heaven, while Paul, who supervised the martyrdom of Stephen, became a mightier instrument in the hand of God for the salvation of souls on a massive scale across the globe. The testimony of that and the wisdom of God comes to play in Acts chapter 19 verse 26, where scripture says, "But as you have seen and heard, this man Paul has not only in Ephesus, but all over Asia, he has persuaded many people that handmade gods are not gods at all. Onyankopon lost a battle by allowing Stephen to be killed. He gave Stephen a triumphant entry into heaven and used Saul. Okay, Acts chapter 19 verse 26. Saul, onipa baako, the whole of Asia. Otumi dani Asia nyina butu yese. Abosom ana bibia yedi insa ayeno enye Nyankopon. Beloved, anytime we follow God's wisdom, we will know when to lose a battle in order to win a war. This morning, as I bring my message to an end, my prayer for you is that may the Lord teach you, may the Lord give you wisdom to give up battles that will enable you win most crucial wars in your life, in Jesus' precious name. Sometimes there are some battles you have to lose to your boss so you can keep your job. In your marriage, there are some battles you have to lose to your wife. There are some battles you have to lose to your husband so that you can win the war. Thank you so much for listening to the message. I want to remind you, say, ene, anapaya menowoka say, ya starting Hisense air conditioner promo no. Obi a wo hia air conditioners, emfa hododo a wo hia, say ya split, say ya 1 horsepower, 2 horsepower, 2.5 horsepower, and I say standing one, no, standing air conditioners, no, and only a 4.5 horsepower. Oh, sorry. Also, air conditioner, no, your bo praises are now in free air to me patrol. See, and Ubenya 4.5, dear no, and the abaco crazy, I saw the demo who I jay. Yatting now, so a quenya wo free and ne, at the copim memenida. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Peace of fam, station with a vision. 104.3. Peace of fam, Peace of fam. 104.3. Peace of fam.
Peace 104.3 FM Suni Ebusuya. Yebeda se yehu donti we fidie ne da so da Peace 104.3 FM aka sima enkron na prematu mesre we ni die mu ase sima enkron aka da yenemu wadaroma for aso fan me kakra na me commercials no me fan down we ni die mu a me sha se a me pacho maame wo odihie bi a wedi free infie mienu de kopim infie insia na so wo dishie bia we di free mfie mienu de kopem mfie nsia ya hyeda ya ye toothpaste eno no ya ye na soronko e de ama ya dishie a wo mu di free mfie mienu de kopem mfie nsia toothpaste din e de Cal Kids toothpaste obomodin ya de twi wo dishie ne sia edin kan e be ma ne sena pae fita enumuka bi wo ho a ebeyi na fe abosene ho ban ama eseno enya hoden a product be a Samara Company Limited, womo mo ye saso, womo dia ba, FDA, womo aji edia tum. Kel Kids, happy smile. Mepacho kaneno se obetumi ama wo ba suku ana se suku entity a ye frɛ no Cambridge Education a eno kaneno na je se amanone sisia nyame ncha de ye de Cambridge Education abagana. The Cambridge Education aba Spintex. School was Spintex a edine de Selhurst Ellistat Montessori School. Sisia no omosi enfa tro aba awofo nyina na aba tan no se Selhurst Ellistat Montessori School at the Cambridge curriculum and a etete ye mano. Sisia ni ye jafufufo for the next academic year, which is just next week. Selhurst Ellistat Montessori School ye was Spintex adjacent American Washing Bay, a Texpo. Over to me, Fred Selhurst Ellistat Montessori School, 0540 967366. and I say 0249 138012. Now, we call Edma Awofo. We also have spaces for the GES curriculum in preschool, primary, and JHS for you to enroll your child. At Selhurst, we create the right environment for your child's total learning experience. Ghana Emrante ne mabawa agrobia ba edi sika ebefie. Agrowe esubimba Ghana da yefreno pick one. Yeah. Ejumekwa wumudin edi game park games. Ena wumude agro a edi pick one aba. Pick one we die yen weki ubia nchire ni nyina ne se numbers a free one the copy 36 yesi choose baako wo choose a na ebisa wo se ubetwa ne sen akwenya wo ho obetumi atwa 51 cedi e de copy 350 cedis one number na wo be pick no se eba sika we di try no ye bebo ho 26 times ye the amount. Very simple. Get onto the platform and try your luck. Give your luck a chance by getting on the platform ubebo *946#. That is *946# on all networks. Na you will draw 3 times a day. Ye draw no anapa 9. Ewia du mienu ena fe enimbre no nsia. Kululu biye nim. This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority and it's not for persons under 18, and please play responsibly. Mepacho St. Philip's say anape yemfa peace efidie so na yemfa ntudwa se ne nnuama ni nyina no ebedru obebisa se ne nnuama ben o se otonton entare a wonimu se ye cocoa season eni bronya bre na se mu no ye ton ade bia otumi ko China ana se Turkey ana Dubai obekwa akofa ntare ebebedru a obekwa koyi no na bronya no kura che se etwemu anesa bronya so twemu pe a entare Ghana ha kankan kwada entare ne ton din pa sisi a St. Philip's say bronya eba obi a wo ton ntare bia wo ye ahoboa se obekwa akofa nnuoma St. Philip's akofa nnuoma ni nyina de aba nti wo ton ntare na wo tie mi a ehun hia se obekwa China se wo kofa ntare St. Philip's akofa ntare ni edibedi bronya ni nyina ode aba nti ye fremo se mombetu bi na monkoton na ye de be mamu etufo abo a ube se bronya yedie ebekọ yie e de ama wo pa obetumi aba ya so ye a ewo circle ana ne apete won kran nyina St. Philip's ye telephone numbers ena me di tudwe otonton tare wo hwe kwan se ehemfa na obekọ akofa ntare aton ne bronya yi a fa weni kire St. Philip's Enterprise freyen ewo numbers we so 0244 147212. That is 0244 147212. And I say obetumi afre 0244 440641. 0244 440641. St. Philip's ana entare papa fie. Sisi a Ecobank si enfan tudwa se. Insuo to efomo ayedin. Sa wo ho kire osisia na wo hia sika obia obefre no bia beka the same story a kire na Ecobank ye bie yapono e de amount. Ecobank edi the new Ecobank money emergency number ye de atudwa eye *770#. *770#. *770# gives you instant access to loans, funds transfer, utility payments, airtime, data purchases, and so much more, even without data. So there is no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. Ecobank will always come to your rescue. Just dial *770# now for solutions for your money emergencies. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.